Welcome back to the channel, guys. Thanks for tuning in. If you're new to the channel, thanks for watching. This is my 1988 Mustang GT, aka the Red Demon. Some of you guys probably wonder how I got that name. Well, to be honest with you, my oldest daughter actually gave the car that name a long time ago when she was probably right around 2 or 3 years old. And that's just the name that stuck. And that's what people call it. That's what I call it. So that's pretty much the story on the name of the car. Nothing super fancy as far as horsepower, nothing like that, man. It's just a little stock 302. This car here, she named the Monster. That's what we call it. That's the Monster. Hopefully, guys, this will be getting some love here soon. Me and the wife's been kicking around a few ideas. It's something she's been wanting to do this car here for a long time. So, that might be coming up next on the channel. Just keep in mind now, I know you guys seen me work on nothing but this Fox body, but I am a car guy like anything automotive. We'll be working on other stuff just besides Fox body content. Right now, that's all we got to do is just work on my Fox body. I do plan on getting another Fox body in the future. I really like to have me another 86. So we want to get done with this project first, because of course it takes money to buy another car when we can use that money on this car here on this build. So, but this is just going to be an update video, guys, on what I've been up to lately. I've just been working on the car, getting parts prepped and painted. I'll show you the parts that I got painted. The reason why I chose this specific paint, and we got a few boxes that I've already opened up. I'm going to let you guys take a look at what's in those boxes that I ordered. They come this week. Got the power steering pump installed, brand new pressure line, brand new return line. Got those installed. I actually shot a video on that, but it didn't turn out all that good because you cannot see nothing that's going on down there because it's so dark. I'm going to use this on the power steering pump. This coolerator is transcooler. It's brand new. I know it don't look brand new, but it is brand new, trust me. But that's what I'm going to use. I'm going to try to use that thing if I can find somewhere to mount it. I'm probably going to wait till I get the radiator and the intercooler installed first, and then we'll figure out a place to put that. Because of there's going to be a lot more heat up here toward the front of the engine, so I want to try to keep that power steering and all that stuff as cool as possible. So I'm going to utilize that thing, man. I had it sitting in the toolbox. But that's pretty much what I've been up to, guys. Just been prepping parts for paint and painting parts for the past 2 weekends. It's been raining, of course, down here in South Carolina, man. It seems like it rains every other freaking day now. It's been like that for months. But the temperature is nice, so I'm not going to complain too much about the temperature. As you see, I'm out here in short sleeves, man. And we're going to spin around here and take a look at the parts that I actually painted, show you guys the color that I chose, and the reason why I actually chose that. All right, guys. Here we go. We got the upper, lower intake painted, the valve covers, and of course, like I said, we got the power steering pump. It's just kind of loosely in place. It's mocked up. Brand new pressure line, and also a brand new return line right there. So those are done. Just need to wait and get the AC bracket installed. I'm actually going to have to redo it. Kind of screwed up on the paint on that, so that's why it's not on the car yet. But I know it's hard for you guys to see the paint that on the intake and the valve covers, but man, I'm really impressed with the way the color come out. I'm glad I chose that color. And we did go with a satin clear on top of it, just to kind of help with chipping of the paint. If we get some greasy hands on it or whatever, it'll be easy to wipe up off of there instead of just spraying it and leaving it. But got those done. Everything's just sitting on there. Nothing's bolted down, as you see. Right here's the bolts. Everything just kind of sitting up in place. That's going to be on the next videos, is hopefully getting the intake installed and the valve covers installed. And like I said, we're going to just continue on with the build. I did go ahead and route the oil pressure line. I just turned that block. Let me get down here where you guys can see. I just turned that block down. If I got another 90 degree, I could have left it turned up, but I went ahead and just turned the block down, had it face down, run the line down, round back there, and we've got plenty of clearance. It's not nowhere near nothing down here underneath the engine. I come up behind the turbo, up and around, and that's the way we got it routed, guys. We do have a blanket for it, so, and I also got some stuff ordered to go over that and the clutch cable, which still got to get that installed also. But yeah, man, we've been making a little bit of progress on the car. So that's what I've been up to, guys. I know I haven't been shooting a lot of videos lately. A couple of reasons, you know, it's been cold. Hadn't had time to get out here in the shop. Finding time is always hard for me, to be honest with you, to be able to get out here. And just needed to get stuff done, get parts painted, and get some parts ordered. And speaking of ordering parts, I'm going to spin you guys around. We're going to take a look at what I've ordered. I've already got them opened up, so we're just going to take a look at everything and kind of talk about it for a few seconds. Show you guys the paint that I chose and the reason why, and then we're going to wrap this video up, guys. So hold tight for just a sec. Alright guys, we are going to look through these boxes real quick and show you guys what I ordered and what come in this week. I don't want to try to make this video super long, but I went ahead and opened everything up, of course. Sorry, can't help myself. Anyway, we got a brand new thermostat housing from Rock Auto, of course, one of my favorite places to order from. It was $14 and change. That was shipping and all. Actually, this thing wasn't that expensive. It's just shipping. I think shipping was actually as much as the part itself. But brand new thermostat housing, as you see here. Need to get that cleaned up and painted the same color as the intake, because I'm not going to put it on like that. We're going to have everything, you know, kind of matching. And we'll go over the paint here in a second. Got some DEI heat sheath. This is 1/2 inch, 3 foot. So I got 2 of these off of eBay, which was the cheapest place I can find. They were 27 bucks, free shipping. I'm probably gonna order some more of these. One is gonna be for the clutch cable. One is actually gonna be for the feed line for the turbo oil line. So got those. And I did say that I didn't order no fuel rails because you know, by the time you do the math, man, on these fuel rails for these cars, it's gonna be freaking excuse me, it's gonna be expensive, man. I mean, it's like probably would cost me $500 freaking for the fuel rails. Probably would have had to get the 1 inch spacer, you know, and the fuel pressure regulator. So we're just gonna go back to stock fuel rails. That's plain and simple. That's what it is. Because this bad boy right here, by itself, was like $160 freaking dollars, man. Even using the code, it wouldn't let me take no money off using the code that they had on the site for this. Now it did take the money off for the other piece I'm fixing to show you, but for this regulator, it didn't do it. So I had to pay the full price for this. But as you see, we got the air motive. This is for boost, and we can also tap into the side right there for the fuel pressure gauge. So that comes this week. Need to get that installed. And got one of these. I've actually contemplated on buying a new one of these. Come close to buying one a couple months back. I didn't. I wish I did, because it actually would have been a whole lot cheaper. But we got a new one, and I'm gonna show you guys. That's the one that I had on the car, and as you can see right there, right here, that's where the little coolant line comes out and goes through the throttle body. Now as you see, this one right here don't have one. So eliminated that line because I actually had it bypassed anyway and had it just connected into each other. But as you see, we eliminated that altogether and got a new one of those. This is actually the same price as if you got one that had the little piece sticking out for the line. No difference in price. I'm not going to use it, so why not get the one that don't have it? Now the OEM one like this is a whole lot more expensive. I think this was like 70 bucks, 70 something dollars. I ain't sure, I can't remember. But I did get to use 5% off on this. So I saved about $6 on this right here. Just wouldn't let me do it on the air motive. I did tell you guys I was going to show you what paint I use on the intake and the valve covers. Now I went with the VHT flame proof header paint. And the reason why is because of the 1300 to 2000 degree temperature rate, man. And we went with the flat aluminum. So that's the color of the valve covers and the intake. And the reason why I wanted to use this because of the temperature rating. All the heat cycles that the motor and stuff's going to be going through over time. We want something that's going to last. So that's why I went with this right here. And this was the only gray that they had in this. They had different grays in caliper paint and all that stuff, but the temperature rating wasn't nowhere near what this is. So that's the reason why I went with that color, is because that's the only gray that I could get with that temperature rating on this paint right here, which is the header paint. And we also used the satin clear, and it also has the same temperature rating, man, 1300, 2000 degrees. So we used the satin clear and the flat aluminum VHT paint on the valve covers and the intake. So that's it, guys. That's all I got for you. That's the parts that we got in. The next video, we'll start throwing these parts on the car, man, and try to get the Red Demon wrapped up, and hopefully we'll get this thing driving and running by the time summer gets here. But if I keep going the way I'm going, it ain't gonna happen. But we got to pick up the pace a little bit. You know, this November will be 3 years working on the car. I don't want it to be 3 years. I'm ready to be done with this project so I can move on to possibly another project. Me and my wife have been talking a little bit about the Monster, her Mustang. You know, doing a little something to it. She's been wanting to do something to it for a long time now, so we might start working on that one next on the channel. Just remember, guys, this is kind of an automotive channel. Right now, the Red Demon is basically what I'm working on, so that's why we got Fox Body content. But, you know, I am planning on getting another Fox Body in the future for another project car. So make sure you continue watching the channel, man. We still got a lot of stuff to do, man. If you like me and you just love cars in general, just continue watching the channel, man, because, you know, this pretty much as good as an automotive channel. Just any way you look at it. I like anything automotive, man. You know, I just love Mustangs, especially Fox bodies. They're my favorite. So guys, that's all I got for you. The next video, parts will be put on the car. So continue watching the channel. Thanks to all my new subscribers. Thanks to all my old subscribers. Thanks to my regular commenters. Guys, I appreciate you. You guys give me motivation to continue shooting these videos, because I actually contemplate on not shooting any more YouTube videos, man, to be honest with you. Because if anybody does do this and works on their own car, knows that it takes 6 times longer to put on a freaking part, just because you want to make sure you get the right camera angle and you have to start over and all this, that, and the other, man. It just eats into your build. Trust me, it does. So I actually contemplate on not doing any more YouTube videos, but I made a commitment, showed you guys the build on my Red Demon, and I'm gonna follow through with it. And all you guys that drop my thumbs up down there and my comments and, you know, and all that stuff, man, just give me motivation to continue on with the build on this car. And I hope we continue doing a lot more cars in the future, guys. So make sure you stay tuned to the channel. Thank you for watching. I know my videos aren't the greatest. I know they suck. I'm not the best editor. I use what's on my computer, which is Windows Movie Maker. You know, my motto is, if it's free, it's for me. So it's free, and I use it, man. And we'll continue on with the build on the Red Demon, man. So make sure you guys continue watching. Thanks for the support, and I will see you guys in the next one.